Assalamu alaikum. This is Maherin Ahmed welcoming you to ATN Bangla English News. The Awami League-led 14-party combine observed a 2-minute silence yesterday to protest the gruesome killings in the grisly grenade attack on the Awami League rally at Bangabandhu Avenue on the 21st of August 2004. As soon as the clock struck 5:22 p.m., the leaders and activists of the combine stood in 2-minute silence to pay tribute to those killed in the attack. Later, they held a condolence meeting in front of the Awami League Central Office with the city unit coordinator of the 14-party combine, Mofajul Hossain Chaudhry Maya, in the chair. Among others, Amir Hussain Amu, Abdul Razak, Tofal Ahmed, Shuranjit Sengupta, Motiar Chaudhry, Abdul Jalil, Rashid Khan Menon, Hasanul Haq Inu, and Dilip Borua spoke on the occasion. The speakers demanded proper investigation into the grenade attack and punishment to the real culprits. Reiterating their demand for implementation of the reform proposals, the 14-party leaders said trial of the grenade attack would not be possible without establishment of a real democratic government. On this occasion, candle lighting were arranged to commemorate the victims of the grenade attack. Earlier, addressing a commemorating meeting yesterday, Awami League chief Sheikh Hasina alleged that the government was behind the attack on August 21st. She said that is why there has been no serious investigation and trial of those responsible for the attack. Before they addressed the meeting, Sheikh Hasina laid floral wreaths at the memorial set up at Bangabandhu Avenue in memory of those killed in 2004. Sheikh Hasina strongly criticized the government for not giving any compensation or doing anything for those who were crippled following the grenade attack on August 21st. Streams of people gathered at Bangabandhu Avenue in front of the Awami League office to lay floral wreaths at the memorial. Security measures were strengthened during the meeting, with police and members of the security forces guarding the dais and the meeting venue. Besides, volunteers of Awami League also took part in the security arrangement. The survivors of August 21st grenade attack are still torn by the terrible memories after 2 years of the incident. Many of them are now crippled and unable to move. Rashida Akhtar Ruma is one of those. Recalling the nightmarish incident, she said she can hardly describe what happened that day in the twinkling of an eye. She found herself hit in the feet and neck. She said what pains her now is that the culprits have been able to get away so easily. Mahbooba Parveen, another victim, described the August carnage as terrible. Talking to our correspondent, she said, "It's a matter of regret that nobody comes to see her except on this day of the year." BNP Secretary General Abdul Manan Bhuiya has again urged the opposition to sit for dialogue on the reform proposals. He made the call while briefing newsmen after a meeting of the grassroots level leaders of BNP from Tangail with Prime Minister Begum Khaleda Zia yesterday. The meeting reviewed organizational activities of the district and the election environment. The Prime Minister urged the grassroots level leaders to work for strengthening the organization and to work unitedly for the candidates to be nominated by the party. The senior Joint Secretary General Tariq Rahman and Prime Minister's Political Secretary Haris Chaudhry were also present at the meeting. Prime Minister Begum Khaleda Zia has announced her government's decision to give recognition to certificates of Qawmi Madrasas. Addressing a gathering of the Islamic scholars and thinkers at the International Conference Center at her office yesterday, she said the government has decided to offer equivalent status of MA degree to Daura degree of Qawmi Madrasas. She said the process for giving recognition to Fajil as degree and Kamil as masters is also at the final stage, and a formal announcement to this effect would be made soon. The Prime Minister said a committee with eminent scholars and thinkers would submit recommendations within 1 month for formulating techniques to implement the decision. The Islamic scholars had long been demanding and agitating for official recognition to the certificates of Qawmi Madrasas. Education Minister Dr. M. Osman Farooq made introductory remarks at the meeting. The countrywide road march by the 14-party combine demanding reform of the caretaker government system and resignation of the Election Commission began in Chittagong yesterday. The road march, led by Chittagong City Mayor ABA Mohiuddin Chaudhry, started from Jamiatul Falah Maidan. The processionists left the city in a motorcade for Goripur in Kumilla. From there, it would visit 8 districts including Kumilla, Chatpur, Lokhipur, Noakhali, Feni, Khagrachori, Chittagong, Rangamati and Cox's Bazar. During the sojourn, leaders of the combine will address wayside meetings at 37 points. Shab-e-Miraj, a glorious night for the Muslims, was observed throughout the country last night with due religious solemnity. On this night, Prophet Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ had an audience with Allah, the Almighty. It is on this night that the Prophet had returned to earth with a divine order for 5-time prayers a day. To observe the night, devotees recited the Holy Quran, offered special prayers, held Milad Mahfils, and observed other religious rites. Special prayers were also held at the mosques all over the country. Now news from abroad. In the UK, 11 people are due to appear in court in connection with the alleged bomb plot to blow up several transatlantic airliners. 8 of those have been charged with conspiracy to murder and preparing acts of terrorism. 2 are accused of failing to disclose information. 1 woman has been freed without charge and 11 people remain in custody. Lebanon has warned against firing rockets on Israel from the south of the country. The defense minister Elias Mar said anyone firing would be considered a traitor and be firmly dealt with by the army. His remarks are being seen as a warning to militias. At the same time, he also expressed confidence that Hezbollah would be committed to the UN-brokered ceasefire. The Lebanese defense minister was speaking a day after an Israeli raid that raised new concerns about the stability of the truce. In Egypt, the death toll in the train accident stood at 80, another 163 injured. The mishap occurred when 2 trains packed with commuters collided in the morning rush hour. A railway official said 1 train crashed into the other, which just stopped outside the station in Kalyub, 20 kilometers from Cairo. It is Egypt's deadliest rail accident since 2002, when a fire broke out on a train, killing more than 370 people. And that's the end of this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.